The best piece of advice I have for someone trying to succeed in the film industry or any creative space is if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
One of the best to ever do it.
What is freedom? I think I stole this from Bob Dylan, but maybe I stole this from Woody Guthrie. Freedom for me is waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night, and in between doing exactly what I want to do. What's the secret to happiness? The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Site Review Tuesday. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success, and I want to say thank you for joining me. Now here in a minute, we're going to get to reviewing one of your websites, and I do want to point out that while this has been pre-recorded, I'm hanging out in the chat, interacting with you guys live and answering your questions. Now, if you're interested in having your website reviewed, there's a link in the description below this video where you can submit your site. And in addition to getting a site review, I also offer a one-on-one session to each photographer who has had a site review done to help them answer any questions or assist in making any changes that they may want to make. Now, don't forget, we also live stream every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so I hope to see you there. Let's get into the site review. All right, here we are on a magicmoment.com, and we're going to go ahead and start this review off here on the homepage. So the first thing I notice here is that you're using a photo strip, which, guys, if you haven't checked out the photo strip option, this is a really nice way to display landscape orientated photos and portrait orientated photos all on the homepage without the images getting cropped off. So if you'd like to display, both vertical and horizontal orientated images, using the photo strip is a great way to do that. Now, the downside of the photo strip is it's not an automatic slider. As you can see here, it kind of reacts to my mouse movement, and so that is the one downside, but it's a great way, again, to display vertical images and horizontal images. Now, I counted these images earlier. You've got about 27 images here total on your slideshow or your photo strip. I would probably try to narrow this down to about 10 to 15 of your absolute best images. Also, the other thing that I noticed here is they all seem to have your little logo at the bottom. It all seems pretty consistent, so I think that's fine, but for the homepage, you may want to consider removing that logo so that there's nothing over the images just for your homepage. All right. Also, too, great work having this information here on your homepage. So right away, I know you're an Orlando photographer, so I don't have to do any searching. I don't have to do any, looking around, clicking on anything. I know right away that you're in Orlando. So great job having this information on the homepage. And also, you've got some really good information right here on the homepage. This information is going to help your visitors understand who you are, where you service, but it's also going to help with your homepage SEO as well. So having all this text information here is really good for SEO. You also have your contact information as well, and then it looks like you have a pretty well thought out site footer at the bottom where it looks like maybe your clients are using the client access feature, and then you have your contact information and all of your social media networks down here at the bottom. So nice work setting that up. One of the things up here on the top is the search bars up here. Not sure if you are optimizing your site for search or if this is something that you want clients or potential visitors to be using. Let's just do a quick search and see what comes up. All right, so I typed in portraits, got a lot of galleries and a lot of photos showing up. Not sure if that's something that you want to happen or not. A lot of these look like client galleries with the password protection option showing right here. So again, just thinking about that, do you want people searching? What are they searching for? You know, making sure that you have that set up. If not, if that's not something that you specifically want people to do, make sure that you remove that from your site header up here. All right, so let's go ahead and explore your site menu here. So let's click on My Magic Moment. And now I'm a little confused by this. From the words My Magic Moment, I'm thinking maybe this is where your clients go to get to their galleries, but you also have client access at the bottom. So I'm not sure exactly what the purpose is of this. And so if we click on this, it looks like there's some different categories in here. So let's just see. Events. This is password protected. Let's go back. Oh, watch out for the all photographs being accessible in the breadcrumbs. You're going to go into customize website, go to options, or I'm sorry, go to customize website, and then go to site settings in the bottom left and turn off that top level all photographs group from being accessible. You definitely do not want clients or anybody getting into your all photographs group and being able to explore the different parts of your account. So make sure that you turn that off. But this magic moment, My Magic Moment up here, site menu items, a little confusing. I feel like what it's probably for is it's probably for clients. And if that's the case, you probably want to move that over to the end over here somewhere, or have a clients drop down where you have this or client access under it. But it's just a little confusing. And to your website, I mean, once you have clients, they're your clients, this website, your website should be quite a bit focused on potential clients and visitors. And so I would probably start out with my photography portfolio here. Anything that's for clients, I would probably have set up down here later on. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just click on a few more of these and see what we can see. All right, so this one is album design. So it looks like maybe these are album design previews for past weddings. All right. And you're using an older style grid here. You might want to go in and update your grid style. Okay, so that's going to be go to a gallery, go to options, and then go to grid options. And this is going to be grid C, which is the squares. And the problem with grid C and the squares, as you might notice, is it crops your images. So if I click on this, this image is quite a bit larger than what we were seeing in that preview. So if I go back really quick to the grid, you're just seeing a square. So it's cropping your images. Now also too, when we're hovering over this, we're seeing all these overlays, the favorites, the sequence number, all of this stuff. Is that stuff that you want showing there? If not, go in and customize this gallery and turn that off so that it's not so distracting. But I would definitely recommend updating your grid to a grid A or a grid B. That's going to show these images in their actual orientation, and then that should also get rid of any pagination that you have down here. So having this where it's on different pages, if you update to grid A or grid B, this is going to become a continual scrolling page. Okay, let's go back really quick. Let's just see if we can't click on a couple more of these and take a look. Let's see, videos. All right, so videos, and we've got one that's password protected. And again, this looks like it's using an older style grid. You probably want to make these a little bit larger, but let's just click in here and take a look. All right, so lots of videos here. Again, I would really probably recommend going in and updating this grid style just because it crops the images off. I just don't feel like it's a good presentation. But let's just see here. Are these actual videos? Okay, so these are actual videos. And now you'll notice that this video did something. It loaded to a shop page where it says this video is not for sale. So if this is your video portfolio, then you want to make sure that you remove the price list from this, and that way it won't load to that visit shop. So just going in and customizing some options. So if this is your video portfolio, whatever price list you have assigned to it, go ahead and remove it so that this doesn't load to visit shop. All right, let's check out photography here. Now I'm assuming this is going to be your portfolio, so let's just start up here at wedding photography. All right, and this is loading to a slideshow. So this looks like it's a custom page. All right, and so this, oh, and there's some flash here, so definitely want to look at that, find out what that is, probably remove it. Flash is, Google Chrome and the internet's really having a big war on Flash. And so Flash is something that you have to take extra steps, and I would probably disable and remove anything that requires Flash on your site for sure. So this is a little confusing. I was expecting this to be a portfolio. It looks more like it's a services information page. So you want to be really distinct with that. I was expecting a portfolio. I would probably recommend having a portfolio drop down with actual portfolios of your work, having that be your first menu item. And then if you want to have, pages that explain the services that you offer, maybe having that over here as your second menu item, services and information, and then people know right where to go. So there's a few things that potential visitors need to know right away. They need to know where you service, which you've done a great job at that. Then they need to see your work, and then they need to know what services that you offer, some explanations, and then they want to be able to contact you. And so you've done a good job on the homepage there showing where you work. Now I'm trying to find a portfolio where I can freely browse your work and take a look at your photos. Now I know we saw some on the homepage. You also want to make sure that you're keeping those homepage photos updated, because this wedding photography slideshow that I'm watching right now looks like it might have some newer images. So make sure that you're keeping the photos on your homepage updated. That is like your most important thing. You should do that at least once a month. And then your portfolio, you want to make it really clear and obvious where your visitors can go to browse, freely browse more examples of your work. This slideshow is kind of nice, but I want to see a thumbnails page. Personally, I don't want to have to deal with this and scroll through and do this. I want to slide down through a thumbnails page. Now also too, on here, these portrait orientated images, you can make this background transparent so that it doesn't have that weird gray box. So I would definitely go in the slideshow settings and do that. That's an option when you go and create this embeddable slideshow. You can make that gray border or that gray background, you can make it transparent so it doesn't have that weird strange gray box here. All right, but I was really hoping this was a wedding photography portfolio. Now it's nice that you have this information, but again, I would definitely go in and separate. This is my portfolio. This is where you're going to see nothing but examples of my work in these categories. Make that portfolio your best 10 to 20 images in each category, and then here is where you can find out more information about the services that I offer, making it really clear so that people don't get confused and then they get frustrated and they just leave. All right, so let's keep going here. We have photography, we have albums. All right, and this looks like it's another custom page. Now, good job setting up these custom pages. A lot of people are afraid to get in here and play with custom pages. Custom pages are really powerful tools that you can use to give a lot of information, and since they can be really text intensive, they can also be really good for your SEO. And this is a lot of good information about your wedding albums and all of that. One of the things that I'm seeing, maybe it's down here at the bottom. Let's see, the business card. Okay, so one of the things you want to include in your custom pages is just a call to action, a contact. Like in here, contact us to talk about your wedding album or something like that, and click here. And just a link that when people are reading through this, when the impulse strikes them, you make it as easy as possible for them to reach out to you. That is something that you want to make sure you're including in your custom page. But so far, I am on the 5 links in, and I really have not seen what I would consider a portfolio yet. That is definitely something that you want to make sure is clear cut and easy to get to. All right, let's check out bar mitzvahs. All right, so again, this is the same style of page. I would definitely change this menu item. This is everything in here so far is definitely more service related and not portfolio related. I would definitely change this to be like service information, because I was expecting a portfolio when I saw photography, and that's definitely not what I'm getting. These are really cool custom pages. Don't get me wrong, you've done a really good job putting this together. There's lots of good information in here. I was just expecting to see a portfolio. All right, frequently asked questions page. Nice custom page. Good job setting this up. Good job anticipating questions that your clients or your potential clients may have or may not know that they should be having. So this is a really cool page that you've got set up here, kind of putting these questions out. So good job setting that up. Now, one of the things that maybe you want to have here is some of the answers to these questions. So specifically, how much time do you recommend for getting ready photos? Well, if you're the photographer, maybe over here on the right, you have a My Answer section so that you're answering these questions for your clients. So, how much time do you recommend for getting ready photos? How much time do you recommend? I have the question now, but what's the answer? So maybe having a third column over here that says our answers or my answers, and then answering these questions that you pose right here, I think would be nice. All right, let's see interactive photo options. I'm sorry guys if I sound a little muffled. Oh, soundtrack. Sorry guys if I sound a little muffled. My nose is, ever since spring hit and everything started to bloom, I'm trying to fight off sinus and allergy stuff. So sorry if I sound a little bit muffled. Okay, interactive photo options. Hey, this is really cool. I was watching the Magic Mirror booth. That is pretty awesome. I've never seen anything quite like that, so really cool. This is good information. I would have had no idea what that was unless I'd watched this video and saw it. But again, this is more about your services. So I think this site menu drop down that you have right here is nice. Let's rename this to services, and we need to get a clear-cut portfolio put up here. What do you guys think in chat? You guys think this is more a service geared thing? Does it need to be titled service? Let me know in the chat. Tell me what you guys think. My opinion is this is more geared towards the services that you offer, and it would be better off named, services and information. But let's click on family and kids really quick. All right, so we're on family and kids. Again, the all photographs is accessible here. You want to make sure that that's turned off. But let's just take a look here. So now this looks like it's a family and kid portfolio. So I can come through and view this. Again, on your portfolio here, do you want all of this stuff being visible? You want to be very intentional with your website. Do you want this stuff to be visible? Is this stuff that you want potential clients clicking on and viewing? Is there a need for it? If not, or if you're not even sure if there is, the answer is always no. Keep it simple. That way there's not a lot of stuff that's distracting. You only want things on your website that you're very intentional about, that you have specific reasons for it being there. And also too, this is the older style grid, so I would definitely recommend going in and updating this. And there's also a lot of images in here. So for portfolios, if you want to add to them, it's fine. But I would definitely, to start out with, especially since I don't see one here, I don't see a clear cut, hey, this is my portfolio, click here to view my wedding photos. For your portfolios, you want to start out with, I would say 10 to 20 of your very best images. If you had one shot to get a client, what 10 or 20 images would you show them? That is what should be in your portfolio. So you're asking yourself that question when you're creating your portfolio. If this is my only shot to get this person as a client, and I can only show them 10 to 20 images, what photos would they be? And that's what you need to put in your portfolio. All right, so this looks more like a portfolio. Again, I would definitely consider changing your grid, also changing your layout. This caption over here can show up in the middle, and then you can get this page to go full page and not be so condensed looking. It looks a little strange like that. So I would definitely consider changing my layout, changing my grid styles, again, because this grid crops the images. So if I come in here, for instance, and I click on one of these photos, we're going to see an entirely different photo than what we were seeing with the preview. And that's something that can cause some confusion. People can be like, oh, does this guy only shoot 1-to-1? Are all my images going to be square? And they might not even click on the photo to actually see it. So that is something that you want to think about there. Okay. All right, let's go to video really quick. So we're going to go to video and video. All right, and so it looks like you have this stuff embedded from YouTube. So good job doing that. Guys, if you do video work and you ask, should I upload it to Zenfolio and show it on my page, or should I upload it to YouTube and then embed it on my page? I am going to tell you every single time, upload it to YouTube, have a YouTube channel, and then embed those videos on custom pages for your portfolio. The reason I say that is because YouTube will get you traffic to your videos, because YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, and then you can embed that stuff here on Zenfolio so that your Zenfolio site is getting traffic from YouTube and vice versa. So that's what I'm going to tell you to do every single time. But great job here setting this up. Let's take a look really quick. We've got some menu items over here. So wedding video 2. All right, so just taking us down here to another video. All right, so this is kind of nice having this. You might think about making the video pages, keeping them standardized. So some of these are starting to get this weird like space up here in the top. When we click on these, if you're going to have it set up this way, this should remain consistent. And we should just, it can stay consistent, not have that strange space up at the top. So just like this first one is right here. So there's no space, and then we click on the other one, there's a space. So try to keep that consistent. All right, let's see. Try not to spend too much time here. Bar mitzvahs. Okay, so same type of thing. You've got bar mitzvah videos. I mean, this is really cool, having all this stuff set up this way. Again, I'm really wishing there was a portfolio. Let's take a look really quick at your contact page. Okay, so this is just the built-in contact page, perfectly fine to use. Really easy. You don't have to do anything to set it up as long as you have your contact information in there. Let's go to your blog. Oh, 2017. So that is 17, 18, 19. That's 2 years behind. If you're not going to blog once a month, go ahead, remove the blog from your site menu item. Just remove it and focus your attention elsewhere. It's really cool that you have these client reviews over here, but if I click on this read review, the last review that I see is from 2015. So now we're getting 4 years away. It's really making me wonder, you know, as a potential client, is this person still active? Their last blog was 2017. Their last review was 2015. Let's click on the about page. Running out of time, trying to hurry up through this. About page. Please have an about photo. Oh, clients and potential clients want to know what you look like, so when they meet you for the first time, it doesn't feel awkward and they're not trying to make sure they're talking to the right person. So please have an about photo. If you do video work, an about video would be awesome as well. You have some good information in here. You've done a really good job already of letting us know what areas you service, but I would definitely suggest having an about photo. At least if you do video work, having an about video to showcase your video talents and to really let us connect with you and your personality is really what I suggest. Hey, thanks a lot for submitting your site to us for a review. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys Thursday. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching that site review. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button and hit the little bell icon so you get notified when we post videos and when we go live. Now, if you're interested in having your site reviewed, there's a link in the description below this video where you can submit your website for that. And in addition to getting a site review, you're also going to get a link where you can schedule a session with me. We're going to go over your website, go over the review. I'll answer any questions that you have and help you make any changes that you're interested in making. So the link to sign up for that is in the description below this video. Now, don't forget, Zenfolio Live coming up this Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you guys there. Until then, I hope you have a great week.